Good morning, Heart Rockets, and welcome to KHRT News. I'm here with Miss Ayala to talk about her college experience today. Good morning, Miss Ayala.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Thank you for asking. Miss Ayala, what colleges did you attend?
I attended the University of Michigan in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and I attended the University of Texas at Austin because I went to grad school here.
And what was your school mascot?
At the University of Michigan, it was the Wolverines, and they're very proud of the Wolverines there. Here, of course, it was Beeble, and you guys are familiar with him because sometimes Mr. Gonzalez or Ms. Tosh will show it to you in the news.
And what types of degrees did you get when you completed your program?
I got a bachelor's of English, and I wanted to get a teaching certificate, but I didn't finish that because I wanted to graduate early. I finished college in 3.5 years. And then I came for grad school. I was studying something called comparative literature. It just meant that I'd read lots and lots of books in different languages. So I read books in Spanish, in English, and in French.
That sounds like a lot of fun. What made you interested in going to college?
Well, I always wanted to go to college. My mom had gone to college. My mom is a biologist. She studied animals, and actually she studied how to make sure people don't get sick with a disease called malaria. She is working on, most of her life she worked on getting the vaccine. So I knew I wanted to go to college, but I didn't know which college I was gonna go to.
And did you live on campus?
Yes, I did. When I was at the University of Michigan, I lived in a dorm. It was called East Squad, and it was kind of cool. I had 2 roommates, and they were really nice. That I hadn't met them before, so I got to meet new people, and I made a lot of friends in the dorm. And you know what was the most fun? In the morning, when I had my first class, which was really early, it was at 8 in the morning, I could go downstairs in my pajamas to class, which was a lot of fun.
Did you in any activities or clubs?
I worked most of the time, so I didn't have a lot of time for other activities, but I always had fun with my friends. I love dancing, so I went dancing with my friends every Thursday. And I worked with children. I actually worked with kids from Detroit to encourage them to go to college. And they would come and visit the school, and I showed them things in the university, which was a lot of fun.
Sounds that. What was the best thing about going to college?
I will say the people you meet, and that you get to discover things you've never even thought of before. You get to explore who you are and what you want to do with your life. And for me, it was kind of discovering who I was, who I wanted to be in the world.
Was there a topic you were excited to learn more about when you got to college?
I don't know. Everything was different in some ways and the same. I got to do a lot of different things, but I think the most interesting thing is that I was by myself. I got to figure out what was important to me, not what was important to my mom or to my dad or to my sister, but to me, and what those things were that I wanted to do and why I wanted to do them.
Is there anything else you'd like to share about your college experience with our students?
I think you can learn a lot about yourself in the process. And I think everybody can do it. And you start now. That's the one thing I did. Like, one of the things for me is that I knew I wanted to go to college from when I was little. So when I was in elementary school, I was getting myself ready to go to college because I already was thinking, that's where I'm going. And so when I took my classes and I didn't understand something, sometimes I would try to do a little bit extra because I knew that I was going somewhere in the future. And I think that is important to know that even now in 5th grade or 2nd grade, or even in kindergarten, if you're thinking about that, then maybe that influences the way you look at school today.
That is very true. Thank you, Ms. Ayala, and thank you for joining us today.
Oh, I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you, Heart Rockets, for tuning in to KHRT News. Have a wonderful Friday.
Bye.